This is the alt-right show. Hey, this is another alt-right show, just center-right today.
Tom came up with an idea. You know how the Daily Show does the Merchant Minute?
Oh yeah, what did he say?
He says for us, what we should do is the YouTube Drama Minute.
The YouTube Drama Minute? What should it be about, though?
It's usually where we talk about something stupid we heard a YouTuber say.
Oh, I get it. Oh, like a Keemstar thing. Talk about YouTube Drama.
Yeah.
And it's recording right now, so I said I started the alt-right show.
Alright, so hi guys, Center-Right Federation here.
Hey.
And have you heard anything recently from anyone?
Recently from like alt-right related shit. Other than Arini's video on the whole transgender battle.
Have you heard like anything stupid a leftist has said?
Other than our show is cringe, which there were no arguments for why it was cringe, it was just cringe because Zionist stuff, the Nazi stuff, so that's so cringe and I can't take you seriously. No argument provided.
Oh yeah, exactly.
There was no argument against the alt-right show, it was just bad.
Yeah, it basically was just making fun of us, right? It wasn't even an argument.
Like it's
yeah, this is just cringe-worthy.
It really just, at this point, like, it's the rise of the cucks.
Yeah, exactly. It's the rise of the cuck traders.
Dude, the cuckolds are just...
All I have to say to that, though, is this.
What is it?
That's just fucking homos.
Yeah, they're just homos, they're retarded.
That's just fucking homos.
Like,
Yeah, what else?
Things from the left, period, is just, like, starting to become cringy in general. If you just look at what they're doing, like, mainly this community I've been seeing, how they're all, they're like, oh, look at this. This is this. They go da-da-da-da-da-da, and they say how, oh, like Holodomor. We could talk about economic stuff, too, if you like, mainly, because critics are saying we just talk about cucks all the time.
Yeah.
We don't talk enough about this. And it's like, oh, of course.
Yeah, it's because like really when it comes to talking about economics and stuff, we all know that none of the like our history, like the history of our economics, is gonna get through to these people because they know that ours has always triumphed theirs.
They're gonna go, oh no, you don't understand our economic this. Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, you don't understand what my dogma says.
Or what my theories are. It's like, I don't have time. Like, the average person does not have time to actually sit around and read all these theories and do all this intellectual stuff.
Exactly. Plus, see, the thing about communism was that every single time it was implemented, it would always result in more totalitarianism and less, and it wouldn't even turn stateless, which is what the theory says it has to happen.
Well, they'll say, oh, it's a long period of time, which I'd say it was mainly they were in socialism. We'll just talk socialism at that point. Like how, like, they were only in the stage of socialism, what they call the dictatorship of the proletariat. That's where it basically went. And usually they'll blame outside forces like capitalists or the United States or revisionism or something else.
Yes.
It was like Allende, where it was like he takes food away from families who know how to farm, not food, but like their land, and then guess what happens? Oh, food shortages start to come up.
Yep, exactly. He starts setting up price controls, and then the next thing you know, there's food shortages and there's black market.
Well, the food shortages, he was taking land away from family farmers.
Yeah.
But was the same thing happened with Mugabe? Well, not shortages, but it actually caused famines.
Because he kicked out all the white farmers and replaced them like inexperienced black farmers.
He was like,
who didn't do nothing.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, the farmers, look what's, oh, the whitey put spells in our land to make the crops bad or something. No, it's called you don't know how to farm. I'm sorry, you're like retarded.
Yeah, so then they're gonna problem.
You keep having technical issues. What the heck, man? This has been happening all day. Actually, part of yesterday, too. And also the whole cuck thing.
My internet is acting way too faggoty.
There's also, I could talk about the cuckle thing by myself. If that has to have that if like your internet cuts out. It's not a big deal, though.
Yeah. You want to talk about the cuckold thing?
Oh yeah, you remember how we've been trying to talk about it on a number of alt-right shows, and it just hasn't worked. But the worst thing about it is that like it's now first you hear about it, you think, oh that's gross. Some guy lets some other guy, he watches another guy fuck his wife, and he just jerks off toward it, and he gets pleasure from it or something, or doesn't know. And now there's a kids show about it. It's not like directly openly cuckold, but it's like the black kid's like the strong kid, and then the white kid's like some weak ass. And then the kids who are like the antagonists are like these southern white kids. Literally,
Yeah, who are like weak looking and all that kind of stuff with a southern accent.
just blame Whitey. Didn't do nothing. Gives me that.
He.
It's so messed up. I could go put it in like it's, and we're gonna get made fun of for our sources just because it's not a reliable source because I said it wasn't reliable because I'm a socialist idiot.
Yes, that's the thing about socialists is that they just dismiss any piece of evidence that contradicts departed brain dead ideology.
Well, some
And
actually
then
refute
they
it.
just
Some do actually try to be reasonable and make a rebuttal, but the rest of them are just a lot of them are just like, no, that's propaganda.
Exactly.
It's
Same thing.
just,
Another stupid, another leftist channel.
that's another leftist channel. Apparently, the same guy who made the show also made the cuckold. That's genius. Yeah, like that's a good
Ugh.
idea to have your kids around that. Wow, update. Writer behind cuckold fetish movie joked about turning Nickelodeon into kink network. Ugh, man, that's degenerate, bro.
Yeah,
There's so many links. Like there's one like on the there's this sex doll of like MLP, and it's like I was like why? It shows how ridiculous everything is getting, bro.
Yeah, due to all the decadence coming from.
It's just it's just gross. Or it's just like bull. Wow. Totally not cucked. This freaking crap though. Like I could read I'll read the article right here. Hold on a sec real quick. I gotta like shut my door. Right here real quick. Okay, so I'm going to read right now. Nickelodeon has been hit with a sensational accusation that it's promoting interracial cuckold fetishism to kids after it was revealed that the writer of a children's TV show called Belle and the Bulldogs was also writer of an interracial soft porn film called The Cuckold. Ha. Like I said, we've brought this up a million times. I think we've attempted alt-right shows. They've all failed for this week. Like this week's been freaking messed up. People have had technical difficulties and all this other shit. So it's been impossible to record anything.
Yeah.
I'll read it now. The allegations center around the claim that the theme, the cuckold, which mirrors online porn fetish of black men having sex with white women while their humiliated white husbands watch, is being subversively replicated in Belle and the Bulldogs, the plot being which includes an athletic black boy who is successful with girls while his nerdy white friend is ignored. Oh no, that's a right-wing conspiracy theory now.
Oh, you're just being racist.
Yeah, you're just being racist, or you'll get some people, does that have to do with revolution? I'm not talking about economics right now. Trolls. Jonathan Butler's IMDb page confirms that his only credit aside from the 3 children's TV shows is for writing The Cuckold. Oh, wow, that's like totally gross.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know, right? In Belle and the Bulldogs, now in its second season, the main character, Belle, a white girl, develops a romantic relationship with Troy. Of course, Troy, nigga! A black boy who's more physically athletic and confident than Newt, an emasculated white kid who constantly tries but fails to win the affection of Bella. Of course that's gonna happen, bro. That's like, how is this not like cuckold at all? Oh, no, that's just a coincidence. Sure.
Yeah, it's more cucked. You know.
Sorry, people. Center-Right Federation's having technical issues with internet. Somebody's trying to shut them down. So I'll continue reading. According to the critics who have called on Nickelodeon to cancel the show, the broadcast is yeah, I'm like, dude, is red plate was subliminal and
They're
non,
trying to
so,
get white people to
yeah, oh, yeah, red plate was subtle and not so subtle references and symbols that echo the themes of interracial cuckold fetish porn. They include the name of the show itself, Belle and the Bulldogs, a black man who has sex with a white woman while her husband watches, referred to as the bull in cuckold subculture. Wow, what a freaking coincidence! And in Belle and the Bulldogs, it seems to be fixated on bulls, despite the fact that the football team is named after a breed of dog. In porno shots, Bella's hair usually covers the word promo shots, not dirt. Bella's hair usually covers the word dogs on her shirt, making it appear just the read bull. Oh, wow, like that's like, wow, what a fucking coincidence, right? That's totally just a right-wing conspiracy.
Watch.
Oh, I hit that. Apparently there's George Soros and he's having bad technical difficulties. In one scene, Bella is blindfolded and led to a basement initiation. I'm bad with words. My bad. Initiation where she is ordered to slap a bull. Oh my god. Another scene shows Bella standing in front of a black man with a poster behind her with a white baby crossed out. And all of the black kids depicted in the series are white with all the bad kids depicted in the series are white with southern accents, suggesting racial bias. Another scene shows Bella tied to a chair with critics assert mirrors a bondage scene in The Cuckold. Butler's Facebook page shows that he has liked porn star Taylor Wayne, best known for her roles in cuckold fetish videos. Oh man. I'm sorry, but you have to have an interracial cuckold fetishist who has a show about a white girl, her black boyfriend, and a white beta orbiter, and you want to tell me that that's a coincidence? Let me read the... Yeah, what a coincidence.
Watch Bill and the Bulldogs, white man.
You want me to you want to tell me that the team being named Bulldogs is a coincidence? Bulldogs, like, not like the term bull has any meaning in the cuck subculture. Oh wait, writes Chris Betch, whatever his name is, Durka. I don't care that there's interracial dating in a show. It doesn't bother me. That's not what makes it disgusting, he adds. I'm angry because we have Baby's First Cuckoldry being aired on national television. Even if you removed the racial elements, if you had a white producer who made a movie about fucking married women while their simp husbands watched, masturbated, and cried, who created the same show with an all-white cast, you could still see it. The racial aspect only makes it more striking and impossible to ignore. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Another kid show written by Butler, The Haunted Hathaways, also...
Oh yeah, The Haunted
Hathaways also revolves around a single white mother with two daughters who moves into a house occupied by the ghost of a black single father. Oy vey, right?
Yup.
Like that's... Wow, what a freaking coincidence, right?
Apparently.
Gawker responded to the controversy by claiming it was merely the obsession of right-wing internet racists, oy vey. Although, if the shoe were on the other foot, one wonders how the left would react. That's actually true. And I'd say the rest of the articles in the description, I've almost read that entire thing, but to be honestly, man, this is absolutely disgusting at this point. They say, you're just being a bunch of racists. You're so intolerant. No, freaking idiot, it's called common sense, and this is freaking gross, man. It doesn't matter if
exactly. You're not supposed to try and make cuckoldry look good. You're supposed to have disdain for it.
Disdain for cucks, bro. Not disdain for traditions.
For common sense.
Yeah. It's funny how Bella's hair covers the word dogs, and it's just bull. Wow, what a freaking coincidence, right? Oh man, it's like cringe. It's gross. And like I said, we're gonna get trolls saying, you're just cringeworthy right-wingers. The whole right's cringy. Because I said so, and I have the great intellectuals of my ideology to say so.
Dude, you guys are trying to promote cuckoldry.
I don't think like classical Marxists necessarily are, because
And yet,
I'm going to say this though, make a distinction. Classical Marxists really are not promoting cuckoldry because they're more interested in economics and revolution. They're not interested in this social cuckoldness that these progressives, SJWs, cultural Marxists, whatever they are promoting. They're not interested in that. So there's a distinction, so I don't hurt anyone's feelings. Oh man, but it is cringeworthy, to be honest. You have this cuckoldry, and it's people just say, oh, it's just a right-wing racist conspiracy. What did you about to say?
by the way, guys,
He's having technical difficulties, so this has been happening for a couple days now. I think you may want to fix your technical difficulties real quick. Well, I try to find my cell phone because it drops. Or they'll just say, there's also like this horse toy too that's like that came out. Cuckold fetish, man, that does make me sick though. That's actually a thing. Man, it's just like, what the fuck, really? Oh wow! Of course I put it up in Google. Let me put it in up here then. Stop putting my crap in. Oh, it hits the shelves. Huffington Post. Oh man. Here's another one. The new My Little Pony inflatable sex doll hit the shelves. Oh man, that's like, this happened. This was written. Go away. Freaking ads. Hey, remember that? Yeah, remember My Little Pony Friendship is Magic? It's the nice kids cartoon about ponies and friendship. My Little Pony is a franchise that can be enjoyed equally by children and perfectly polite gentlemen who appreciate it on a deeply artistic and emotional level. Has inspired numerous tributes over the years. Yeah, in very negative ways, it's the tribute to a sex toy, it seems like now, according to this picture.
oh, that is sick.
Yeah, like I'll link the article in the description because I don't feel like putting it up. It's literally like, apparently there's this Chinese company who has it. Dude, it's freaking.
Oh, by the way, and you know who's watching this? Check out a channel made by some animal.
Oh, anti-pedophobe action.
I mean,
yes. Yes, some stupid anarchist.
It's some sick
Oh, I'll tell
kid.
him. Son of right, I'll tell him because
And
you're
he
having
calls himself anti-pedophile.
Yeah, anti-pedophobe action.
Oh.
You're having too many technical difficulties, bro. Do you want to rejoin on your phone or something? Or will that not help you any? Those are just sent to me in a message. You're having lots of lag. Yeah, but anyway, that whole anti-pedophobe action is pretty gross. They're like, I'm a pedophile, not a monster. Yeah, apparently slippery slope is just a logical fallacy, right? And that's never gonna happen because it's an evil right-wing Christian conspiracy to destroy equal rights. Yeah, sure it is. Yeah, right. This crap is more real than you think. Oh yeah, and then he crapped out. Sunright just crapped out. He'll be back. But anyway, I'll continue the recording of the show regardless. So yeah, it's kind of boring over here, and apparently I don't see one of my other friends around here. Of course, you have all the degenerate cucks. It is absolutely cringeworthy though, because mainly if you really think about this whole toy, I'll finish reading the article now, I guess. Right, where did I leave off at? Level over the years, over the years, of course, tributes, ranging from drawings that imagine various pony adventures and awakenings to equally real pledges to marriage. Oh yeah, because some guy wanted to marry some toy of MLP. Yeah, that's like some Twilight Sparkle toy. It just shows how retarded people are now. But
all right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It seems like your internet seems to be JIDF infested. Creo, the marriage, yeah, but they've never been captured in something that can provide the sort of tangible, whatever that. I'm bad with words, guys. Tactile, dirt. Yeah, I know. I'm terrible with words. And companionship promised in their credo. Friendship is magic. That is until a Chinese company finally created the My Little Pony blow-up doll. It's like 7, whatever. Like I'm mistake one of the sources. Well, it was nice while it lasted, but the age of innocence is over. Dudes are fucking playable cartoon ponies with boobs now. A Chinese manufacturer, Hongyi, whatever the heck that word is, I don't speak a Chinese, recently listed their custom inflatable girl pony on Alibaba, the Amazon of China, meaning it's just really big Amazon. There she is, Rainbow Dash, once so simple and unsexualized, now ruined forever by weird internet pervs who can't just appreciate this nice show without wanting to have sex with things. The doll is a bootleg toy called the Sexy Inflatable Girl Pony and stands at 5 foot and 9 inches tall and looks like the My Little Pony character Rainbow Dash with some very distinct differences. This blow-up doll is very curvy. Yeah, I'm bad with words. I'm going to say I'm pretty bad with pretty big words. Durka. I know people are going to scream, you can't pronounce certain words. You're mentally retarded. I can't take you seriously. Hold on, let me stumble over this word. Yeah, I know curvaceous interpretation of the character and appears to be wearing a low-cut leotard over what would be the pony's private parts. Wow. This is so cool. Yeah, no, it's degenerate. Yeah. Physically speaking, it's like this. It's like some kind of nightmare combination of Nicki Minaj and Skrillex, except with a very recognizable cutie mark. The lovely Miss Dash is really even for the raunchiest and the dirtiest sex parties, since she's very conveniently made of easy washable PVC plastic. Oh wow, that's of course like this is totally like not degenerate at all, dude. It's like just this entire toy just makes me cringe, and the state of humanity and what progressives are really pushing for. And I've heard some people say, "Oh, it's just a small group of people." Like they're one really powerful. They seem to be one pretty powerful minority, though. Even like the average liberal really doesn't have time for this. But I do know there's like a bunch of gross degenerates out there that think this is so hot, and it's like, this is gross, man. Ugh. Oh, the whole combination of Nicki Minaj and Skrillex. What about AIDS Skrillex? The listing on the website says that these things are good for parties, advertisements, outdoor events, not to mention in a small bed sit with a right weirdo.
Wait, what?
I'm reading this article on this stupid MLP sex toy.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm continuing, but we'll assume that one goes without saying. The sexy girl pony dolls are customizable and can be ordered in any size or color you want. In this case, you're the kind of twisted monster who needs this in their lives. Man, bro, like, come on.
Could you hear me perfect?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect now. Ugh,
Yeah.
Dude, this disgusting. Like, really? Who freaking comes up with these toys, man? Like, come on. You must have, like, no brain, or you're just, like, mentally deranged.
It's because these people are sick-minded themselves.
Oh, like the anti-pedophobe guy you were trying to talk about, but you kept having technical problems?
Oh, yeah, dude. So yeah, guys, Delta should link this below the description. Feel free to troll this dude or flag him. This is an ANCOM faggot who's basically trying to promote pedophilia.
Oh, but that's just a right-wing Christian racist conspiracy against equality. Don't listen to these people. Yeah, like, it's such a conspiracy that it actually is happening.
Anti-pedophobe action. That's the name of
so
the
you should just
channel.
violently kill people who are not pedos. Who you think it's...
I wonder how long would it be before they start throwing the word pedophile phobe.
Or pedophobe, whoever he calls it.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time now.
Oh, it could happen very soon.
Oh no, but that's a conspiracy. Like some guy I cannot mention keeps telling us that that's a fallacy and it's never gonna happen.
Huh.
Yeah, right, it's not gonna happen. And all the trolls can say, oh, you're cringy because, and there's like no argument to it. It's just cringe because you're right wing. That's all we have. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just, the show today, sorry for it being slow, it's just for some reason America hasn't been around, and it's like, I have no idea, like, either he has life or whatever.
Yeah, he's been busy lately.
Yeah, it seems like, so it's just the two of us right now, so it's excuses this alt-right show for being not as exciting and more what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So since we're also doing the YouTube drama minute, we should mention Fatty Untrue.
Yeah, I remember that Twinkie eating fat porky pig looking.
But I have the drop now.
Oh yeah, play it. I said,
Let me find it.
Play it, cock.
Right here.
Remember this fatty fat Twinkie eating porky pig looking motherfucker?
No, you'll have to send that to me. Or did you know where it came from? Because apparently the video now is private.
Yeah, it's unlisted, but I could probably send it to you.
Oh yeah, send it to me so I can get the drop. Apparently, like,
Yeah,
Red
but
Scare TV and Jason Andrew had some drama over, like, identity politics and how Red Scare was like, oh, I think he was all like, oh, there's some toxic things in this identity politics, and Andrew was like, it's toxic, period, end of story, and he actually was pretty,
Yeah,
Andrew actually put some hard evidence out for being a communist. He put a lot of his analysis and the average Marxist stuff in there. I'm thinking, wow, that's just sad. You actually have to turn to identity politics now. Such dead, mate.
Yeah, it is dead.
Pretty dead right now, it seems.
Huh.
Oh, what is it like? I'm trying to remember some other things. Like, like I'll make puns about like I'm definitely gonna make some Scotty M puns, like some jokes.
Huh.
Oh, the market is self-regulating. Yeah, that's one reason why I can't stand free market fundamentalists. More YouTube drama. Apparently, I'm trying to look up something. Like apparently there was some girl who took a bath in bleach. Or some YouTuber. I don't know if was it like a joke or was it serious. I do not know.
Yeah, it's weird.
There's some freaking weirdos on this website.
It's just.
Remember this fatty fat Twinkie eating porky pig looking motherfucker?
Yeah, but, do you remember Jason Unruh's video about 9/11?
Oh yeah, that made me mad at the time when I saw it. There's like memes of it too. Oh, you deserved it. No.
You fucking reactionary first world scum.
Oh yeah, there was a meme on it. That was like great.
Yeah, it's like I remember what let me find that video.
He was like, suck my dick.
No thanks.
No thanks, man. No, you can go tell that to some of your communist friends. Thank you very much.
It was greatly expected. Some people really had a problem with the 9/11 video that I put up.
No, duh.
No shit,
Dude.
Sherlock. But many people were killed on that in the towers.
Oh, it was a Zionist conspiracy. No, it wasn't. It was not a JDF Zionist plot. I'm sorry, that's like retarded. And I know Alfred's gonna say it was the Zionists or something. No.
And then you're gonna get the other nut jobs who are gonna say that it was an inside job.
Ugh. It was an inside job for the global elite to go to war. Or it's the Illuminati. Or it's the Illuminati, or it's the Rothschilds, or it's something retarded. I'm like, no, we're fighting an ideology called Islamism. Politicized Islam, and it takes on a number of movements. Hamas, Hezbollah, Hamas is Sunni, Hezbollah is Shiite. Like, it does take on its own forms. ISIS is Wahhabi. Depends on the form of Islamism you're talking about. There'll be different movements like Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, Hamas, ISIS, the Al-Nusra Front.
Yeah.
And like the terrorists up in Chechnya, it's just, it really depends where they're at. And like even like the FSA now even.
Comes the boom as the planes hit the World Trade Center.
Apparently like a bunch of conservatives wrote that.
Huh.
So it's not a leftist didn't write that, so it's.
Let's listen to the rest of this.
Made the statement in the video that the people in the towers were not innocent victims, and people got angry and cried.
No shit.
They were innocent people. They didn't deserve what happened.
Oh no, they didn't. If like dude, they weren't politicians. They weren't like these rich. They weren't people like George Soros. They were just your average everyday American going to work. So it's like, just because we live here, therefore we deserve bad shit. It's like, no.
Yeah,
man,
it's basically just Marxist logic of like, oh, you've done bad stuff, therefore you don't deserve any peace. You don't deserve to move
You
forward.
deserve to die or something like that. I've heard some.
Or even quote unquote crazy for suggesting otherwise.
Al Qaeda shill, LMAO. I'm kidding.
Very vague appeals to hypocrisy by saying these are the same people who turn around and make removed kebab jokes. These are the
Remove
same
kebab?
people.
Like, what the hell is that offensive? That's actually like that came from Serbia. That's not even an American joke.
Yeah, and he also talked about the Holocaust and the Nagasaki Hiroshima bombing.
But the poor, but then this is the same guy who makes a lot more jokes. Literally.
Exactly.
So what's the hypocrisy here? It's your argument's retarded.
Exactly. Plus, the thing about the whole Nagasaki and Hiroshima and the Holocaust stuff, all those things happened a long time ago. Like when it comes out to like, there's a lot of people there who are probably not even alive from that time.
Oh,
but
yeah.
then,
but 9/11 is still it's still pretty fresh here in the U.S. Even though it happened like 10 years ago or over 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Exactly.
It's still pretty fresh in our minds, so you don't want to like make if you made like a joke 50 or 70 years from now, do you think anyone would care? I know Americans would care, but people in other countries probably would crack the jokes around, like remove kebab, like you get those people.
Yeah, but remove kebab also comes from Serbia, right?
Yeah, like I think it was like a Serbian, like some Serb or something like that, like it's a video.
And plus, there's a difference between making a joke about something and justifying it. The thing about Jason Unruh's joke was that he wasn't joking; he was actually trying to justify it.
But then
For
he'll go say
example,
Al
it's
Qaeda
one
or
thing.
terrorists, and yet very much so Al Qaeda did the attack.
See, the thing is though, it's one thing to make a joke about what happened in the Holocaust, but it's one thing that you try to justify it.
It wasn't justify this because evil racist whitey nigger shit.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? You heard about that Black Hitler, right?
If anyone
Yeah.
dares
Dude,
do
we should bring
anything
him
to
up.
them,
Let's go on the whole Black. He's just like he was like how white people are this, how he hates whitey, and even they like there was like this Palestinian guy, and they made him apologize for something stupid or some trivial shit. I'm like, you're not really for these freak. They're saying like how the evil Zionists are oppressing you, and it was a Palestinian immigrant. I think he told them to get out of his store or something like that, and they got all mad and like, apologize or we're shutting this down. Bunch of freaking punks.
Yeah.
Or the Keemstar thing, stupid nigger. I don't think Center Right's heard about that because he's not really in that whole side of YouTube. But I'm all over YouTube when it comes to things, politics and that whole anywhere. Apparently, there's some serious drama goes on over there a lot, which is just it's funny. It's more funny drama because you have all this. Or people, oh, YouTube drama is a problem. YouTube drama is a problem, and drama happens in real life. Loser. You're having technical difficulties again. It's that juice. That's obviously a joke. Don't go take it seriously. Oh, your whole show's a joker, because I said so. And?
No?
Hello?
Can you hear me
Yeah, I
now?
can hear you a little bit, but you're being it's laggy. Too many mic difficulties. But anyway, I will be making a new show called Alt-Right Shitposting. It's gonna be great. We'll just like shitpost on here. It is whose economic crisis in Venezuela. Oh God! Speaking of YouTube drama, look who uploaded the video. Oh wait, Center Right's having too many technical problems. Whoops. What happened to my phone too? LMAO, sorry for all these problems. I just haven't been looking for myself.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, anyway, Center Right, speaking of drama, look who uploaded the video.
Who?
Our very favorite troll who says we're obsessed with him and how great socialism is.
Oh, DSO1?
Yes. You can mention him on the show.
What is it about?
Let me click on the video, actually. I'm not even going to, like, play it. Idiots use economic crisis in Venezuela to attack socialism.
Oh God.
I know it's gonna be bad. Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
It's just like idiots who can't accept the fact that socialism doesn't work.
It's just bad. Capitalism fails. Socialism works and did nothing wrong. And
Yeah, socialism didn't do nothing.
it's all propaganda against socialism, but fascism failed and capitalism failed, because I said so. Now that's how you do a drama minute. Whatever Tom called it.
The YouTube drama minute.
We should really just make it a minute, and I'll pre-record it, then I'll play it. That's like a good idea. How the Daily Show does the Merchant Minute.
Yeah, but anyway,
Anyway, what? The Jews. Oh, or just lag. Sorry for technical difficulties, but this has been happening, like I said, for a while now. We're going to be having technical difficulties on the show until Sonite gets his internet fixed. Someone must have not paid bills over there. Figs your internet.
did you?
Yeah, I
Now?
got a bit. Your internet's being faggy still. This is weird. I can't find my phone. Fuck it. How Hugo Chavez trashed Latin America's richest economy. Oh, look at the sources. Google Books. Google Books is now a source. Wow. I'm so debunked, guys. I'm deciding I'm going to become a social democrat because capitalism doesn't work. Not.
Could you hear me?
Oh yeah, look at all these comments. Capitalism is oppressive and brutal, but it hides that very well. Oh yeah, how socialism is all propaganda against socialism every time it does something bad. Sure, mate.
The next thing you know, they're gonna start blaming America for what's happening in Venezuela right now.
Yeah, of course. I'm not even gonna play the video because I know the guys are gonna go, a pack of trolls seem to be obsessed with me. That guy ain't even worth any time arguing with. It's not because, oh, you don't have an argument. Look at his sources. It's Google Books. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Remember his video responding to obsessive trolls? He said that he uses primary sources and other such material.
Yeah.
And all we do is talk trash and scream abuse. But see, he goes on Google Books, and half the time he strawmans his own sources.
Of course he does.
Like, remember that one time he tried to prove to you that that Pinochet was more of a socialist than any of the other fascist dictators?
He was a fascist?
And then you... Wait,
I was
what?
trying to show that he was a fascist and he was a nationalist, which he had no proof for it, and he just strawmanned.
Yeah, and you remember how he pointed out the fact that in Google Books, this was a source from Google Books, then he pointed out the fact that he nationalized some things.
Yeah.
But see, in his own link, it said at the very bottom that he privatized the industries due to the failures of nationalization. So in a way, it's almost like he strawmanned his own source.
Dude, he's an idiot. What do you expect from a democratic socialist? I'm like, at least at least one of the communists I know makes an argument that actually makes sense. This guy needs to know how to make arguments. Period.
Dude, he ad homs you, and then will complain that you ad hom him when you ad hom him once.
Oh, the ad hom they must be obsessive.
Oh yeah, speaking of drama with that lunatic, how's the Omari chats?
I haven't seen him actually.
Because I remember the other day on Wednesday, wasn't he talking trash all day about the whole KKK-01 that Luis created?
Yeah, he seems to be like retarded now.
Yeah, kind of like what Talal said. Most of what he said isn't even about the sock accounts. Like all the stuff he was complaining about, it wasn't even about the sock accounts. It was literally just about how Luis's channel is the laughing stock, how this and that. It was seriously unrelated.
Oh yeah. They're talking about capitalism in this chat, and I'm like, okay, communists, whatever. I'm not saying I'm for capitalism because I know like eventually becomes globalism. You can disagree with me all you want, but communism's not the magical cure that will fix this. it seems to make shit even worse than it is. It may not, socially, it might not degrade, like it didn't degrade anything back in the day, but certainly economically, it didn't make any miracles.
Oh, hey, Craig.
Hey,
Oh, it's Craig. What's up?
can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right, yeah, I feel terrible today. Very, very sick and but drunk.
Oh. Oh.
What were you talking
We're
about?
talking
I
about
just
communism.
got on here.
We're talking about how communism is pretty much shit.
Yeah, about those communist pieces of shit who keep flooding Europe and America with the third world, and now Britain has a Pakistani Muslim mayor. I wonder what the British soldiers would have done in World War II if they found that they were fighting for a Muslim Pakistani European or white-hating or British-hating mayor. It makes you sick, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's pretty messed up. What is it? Some guy was like, I think it was, Sargon of Akkad. He was like, oh, there was some old, he was like, it was not because they were Pakistanis, and tried to say how there's no difference between race, and I was just like, are you kidding me? There's no difference between race. Wow, it's like.
Well, this world, as I said, I don't want to overly repeat myself, but it is a fucking insane asylum. It's just sickening. The way everything's just turning out. I mean, the only really good thing, I guess I do like Donald Trump. I don't know how much promises he's going to keep, but that's the only positive thing. Beyond that, the world is a fucking, I don't know. It's like, imagine if you died and you went to a form of hell. That's basically what it's become. You know, with all the insanity at this point. I mean, you have the third world flooding into every white or European or Western country. It's becoming the third world. I mean, look at Germany, France, Sweden, England, America. You have all this degeneracy. You have this shit that doesn't make sense. And I was watching a video. I don't remember. I think it was from the Red Pill. I forget the channel name, but that fucking, you know, the Hollywood celebrities like George Clooney, they're advocating taking massive amounts of refugees into Europe or America. But I wonder if he allows them into his mansion.
Oh.
These Hollywood celebrities.
Oh, of course not. Oh, don't touch my stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't he put them in his mansion if he wants them that much.
Yeah, they can
Exactly.
screw your wife while you watch. Go be a cuck then.
Yeah, it's insanity, though. I mean, whether it be the cuck liberals, the cuck conservatives, everything is just, I mean, it's beyond. It's beyond at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You know? I mean, why even go watch a lot of these celebrities' movies? They're basically Marxists, most of them, or crypto-communists, basically. They don't want the refugees coming into their mansions, though, do they?
Oh, no. They don't want the refugees in their neighborhood.
Yeah, kind of like Michael Moore.
Bring all the refugees in.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, stay out of my neighborhood.
Hey, let's flood them into your, let's flood all these hateful third world refugees into your area, but we don't want them coming into our big, tens of millions of dollar mansions or neighborhoods, but you can have them.
Oh, yeah, and the thing now with North Carolina. Oh, man, that's a mess of its own.
Tell me more about that.
Apparently, I'll have to look it up real quick, because North Carolina, like, passed a law, like a piece of legislation. It pissed off all the transgenders, all the progressives, and now they're all, oh, look at evil North Carolina.
Maybe the transgenders should move to, like, Saudi Arabia and see how they would be treated. Right?
It's a quote-unquote anti-LGBT law.
Muslims coming in, but they wouldn't like Saudi Arabia very much. Saudi Arabia is not taking any of the refugees, and that's all in the cuck. I call it the cuck Europe now. I mean, when it comes to, like, the white or the Western races, are a bunch of cucks.
Oh, wow, I'm looking at this stupid article.
Is that it?
North Carolina's anti-LGBT law is worse than we thought. Yeah, because apparently, like Target, they're allowing like this whole, if whatever you identify as, you can use the bathroom of every sex you identify as. Target did that, and then like North Carolina, think it was like in some state. I think it was Charlotte. There was a law like that, North Carolina. And then the actual legislator, they passed the law, almost like as a preemptive attempt to stop like suing people from just suing people for discrimination, like businesses. And mainly said whatever your birth certificate, whatever sex it's on your birth certificate, you have to use that restroom. You cannot use the one that you identify as. It's the one that.
I get as I say. I mean, you're gonna have like whether it be rapists or pedophiles dressed in women's costumes and going into the women's room now. You know.
Yeah, and I guess it's happening.
But I don't know. This world is. I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm just dead and this is hell, or some form of it. I'm not burning in the fire. I'm an agnostic. I don't know, but it makes you wonder when you look at the shit going on today. This total insanity, the way the world's decaying. It's just, I don't know. It's so fucking depressing.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the transgender bathrooms. Yay! So progressive. Now little girls are not at risk of getting raped. But that's just a religious right-wing conspiracy. You're just a transphobe bigot.
Right.
Oh yes.
Well, at least I don't have any kids. If I did, it would be more. I'd have to worry more.
Yeah. Oh, they go. Oh, you don't. They bring up this argument about. I don't remember what the argument was, but what it was is I think it was like someone said that it was all. Would you want if you had like a daughter? Would you want your little girl going to the same bathroom as some 45-year-old man who's saying he's a girl? I wouldn't.
Well, your girl, if you have a daughter, you go to the bathroom, and there could be some, as you said, 45-year-old man who's whacking off. Some sicko.
Some sicko hiding in this freaking stall.
Yep.
Ugh. And with the rise of the alt-right in recent months, it's just, and now people are saying we're all cringeworthy because we're not in their little cult they have, and I'm thinking, oh, really now?
Some Muslim pedophiles will like this law in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know if they have it in Europe,
currently
too.
it's in the U.S. right now, but it could be in Europe anytime soon. But they have the same weirdos who want that.
Well, the elites have it. They have child sex rings all over the place, the elites in power, if you looked into that.
Soros. And all the other...
Yeah, that fucking kike.
That guy.
Yeah, he should be put on trial for crimes against humanity.
He's nuts. Well, he's funding all these Black Lives Matter and all these degenerates, and that guy's a freaking weirdo.
Yeah, well, it's Black Filthy Lives Matter. I mean, they're liars. And they just, there are some, it's just, they can, I don't know, it's just insane, but there's some blacks who are against it, but of course they never get featured, though.
Oh, no, they're just Uncle Tom.
Because the George Soros run the media. What was that?
I said that they're probably just Uncle Toms, according to these dindus.
Yeah. Yeah, any black person who's successful is an Uncle Tom, like Thomas Sowell. Now, he's a good black person, but if you're a successful black person, you're an Uncle Tom. That's how it works.
If you stand against them, you're an Uncle Tom in their logic.
Yep.
What, Centerite? Your mic's being weird again. Or your technical problems. But these freaking people going, you just house Negro, you just an Uncle Tom. I've been called house Negro so many times by like these black communists and all these other Dindu Lives Matter. I don't think by Dindu Lives Matter, but I've been called an Uncle Tom and a house Negro. By a black nationalist, which it's just wow.
Right. Well, you're what I would call a decent black person.
It's called someone who's decent. Yes. Somebody who has a brain.
Not somebody who's Well, at the end of the day, I made that video on YouTube. Most people suck. I mean, excuse me, I have a terrible flu, but a lot of, whether you're white, whether you're black, brown, whatever, yellow, or Jewish, most suck. Most people are either psychopathic, they're a bunch of sheeple, cattle, retards, and the people like us who can at least think, have to deal with this shit and just look at this basically zombie apocalypse, I like to call it.
It's nuts. Literally.
Yeah.
I look at it like, what? So thinking, what have we come to? First we were building First people were building pyramids, empires, and now we're just all, oh, you're just a racist, transphobe, homophobe, misogynist, whatever these people come up with now.
Yeah, how much of history is being suppressed? I wonder.
Oh, Confederate history.
A lot
definitely.
of things covered up. What went on in the far ancient past? I mean, I don't know for sure, but I bet there's civilizations going further back than they're telling us. Things, technologies, rediscovered.
I definitely do believe that. There's some stuff that's been.
Me too.
There's some pretty. I'm more of like the religious guy who believes in God and all that, so I have my more. There was a time before. People with the story of Noah's Ark. In that time, from what people found, I'd say there had to be some crazy technology in that time, a lot of knowledge.
I agree with you. I think, who knows what's being covered up, regardless of what the subject is, because if they cover race and cultures up, when it comes to things like the supernatural, what happens when you die, the past, they're probably covering all that stuff up as well. Who knows where the rabbit hole goes?
It just goes, and you just have no idea.
Yep. Because we're in the hands of a bunch of fucking psychopaths.
What the? Apparently my phone's blowing off. Who's calling? Oh yeah, we got a friend here. Yeah, we got another guy I know. I'm gonna send him a link to this Hangout. He just showed up. Here, I sent him. Did I send him a link? Oh no, did I put the link in here? Oh, my thing's been gay right now. I got it. There's a guy I know. I'm gonna bring him on the show. This is gonna be great. 151, the craziness of this civilization.
Hey, a real nowhere man. That's great. How's it going?
Oh hey, man.
Hi, how are you?
Hey.
There you've been.
Man, it's my first time meeting you. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really we're currently recording alt-right shows today's. But what's up? But we have anything to say?
Anyway,
apparently, I read about some disgusting horse stall.
Oh, you talking about that?
Yeah, that crap, man. I was like, what? When I first heard it, I was like, what the? It shows how insane we are.
Oh wait, Ethan, I gotta ask you something.
Well, his internet's been acting up like crazy, so you may not hear him.
Oh yeah, I accidentally called Chris Camwell today, and he told me to stop calling him.
Oh, of course.
I called him. I actually only called him like 2 times before, and I think I left a message to come on the show. But I hope he doesn't think I'm calling him up too much, because I'm not. That's actually my phone doing that.
Hello?
Oh, here you are, man. Hey, here, America. We have something here. Idiots use economic crisis in Venezuela to attack socialism.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
How was it? Was it bad?
Well, America, if things keep going on, America's going to be Venezuela. Especially, if you see the Hillary or the Sanders get in.
Oh, the Bernie Sanders.
In the next 10, 20 years.
Don't you mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Craig, I don't think you mean Bernie Sanders. I think you mean Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
And he gives me that in his free stuff.
Wait, he real nowhere man. Is you Armenians and shit?
We call him Craig, so.
What was that?
Craig. Is you Armenians?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, do you think Armenians are the original Aryans?
I don't know. I don't know who the original Aryans were. That's debatable. I'm not gonna. I don't know. It's hard to say.
That is.
Who do you think?
I think I think the Armenians and people.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know though. It makes you wonder because a lot of the past is covered up so much we don't know.
Like the Atlantis stuff I was talking about.
What is it on the Lebanese, the Phoenicians?
The Lebanese, what about them?
Aren't they they look, kind of almost
they're
kind of Nordic.
Arabs, but they look pretty Nordic.
I would say regarding Middle Easterners, most of them are very mixed. They are technically a type of, they're predominantly Caucasoid, but regarding the Lebanese, some of them are, I don't know, they kind of mix between indigenous Middle East and European. They're definitely more European looking than, say, Saudi Arabians, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I guess just
Saudi
it
Arabia-
depends on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wes. I know
Saudi
why
Arabia-
What was
there's
that?
something wrong with you. And here it is. You're a white man. AIDS Skrillex. That freaking guy saying you're just a white male and pretty anti-white to me.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Skrillex.
Yeah, SJWs piss me off.
Ugh, those freaking clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, social justice warriors. I hope they get fucking mugged or raped by one of these third world refugees.
Oh, they probably would sit and
deserve
watch it like a cuck. They would just sit there and like jerk off to it, knowing them.
Well, they would blame white people. for that.
Yeah.
They got one of these social justice warriors that's like apologizing to the refugees.
Oh yeah, some white stupid white leftist bitch apologized because she once got raped by a Muslim.
What?
Yeah,
She apologized to the Muslim.
I've heard of that. There was a woman. There was a white woman in Haiti. Did you hear this story? Who got raped by a whole bunch of blacks, and she believes it's the white man's fault.
Wow. Is that how cucked we are?
You know, it's not how cucked I am. I don't know about you guys. You guys might be pretty cucked.
Oh, I'm not a
That
cuck.
story though was
I know you guys.
that was a
Oh, here's this meme I found. No tears, just kebab.
Wait, Ethan, were you on the radical agenda today?
Nah, I tried calling, but the thing is, Cantwell, to get Cantwell, you have to be lucky.
Yeah, I called. Chris Campbell told me to stop calling him. I guess I called him
Oh,
too
hold on,
many
I'll
times.
be right back real quick. You guys keep talking.
Could you actually? I don't want to like annoy Chris Campbell because I am kind of a supporter, but my phone kind of acts up and might have called him too much. Although I did leave 2 messages like for like a few weeks ago or something.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, if you could apologize to him for me, like just tell him like, because he said stop calling me. I guess I don't know if he meant like in an angry way. I don't know how he meant it. You know,
Yeah.
like if he thought I was like some kind of jerk or something.
Oh yeah. By the way, am I lagging right now? Am I lagging?
I don't know. You don't sound lagging.
All right. Yeah, because I'm gonna explain why is it that Venezuela is having all these food shortages and why we shouldn't elect Bernie Sanders or Hillary.
Oh yeah, that freaking this guy. Wait,
Yeah, so-
hold up, center right. Hold up. You need to chill real quick. Take a chill. Do you actually really mean
Bernie Sanders.
You're endorsing
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders.
Nickelodeon?
So the thing is, so like you know how there's like price controls and violation of private property rights over there in Venezuela.
Of course
Mhm.
they're socialists. What do you expect?
So like in order to understand like the problem with like price controls and all that kind of stuff, you have to understand prices. This is where like the government artificially like lowers the price of a product or service below the market value. It will artificially drive up demand, but in the end cause shortages. Essentially, a price ceiling is where the government sets a maximum cost to a product or service. For example, imagine you own a company producing and selling microphones. Then imagine it costs you $100 to produce. Important point is with price ceilings, this causes shortages. Why? Each microphone, if it costs you
in Venezuela, you could have
$100 to produce.
right. You could in Venezuela, you could have a McDonald's meal, like child's meal, and you could get shot and killed for it. That's how bad it is, from what I've heard.
Wait, really?
Well, that's how. I mean, the people are starving over there. I mean, just to get a meal, I think costs like. I mean, the money you gotta have like hundreds of dollars. I think just to get a meal. I would.
Yeah, what did DSO1 say in this video? I didn't watch it. It sounds stupid.
Yeah. But it's pretty
Let's take a
crazy
picture
over
of
there.
that.
I mean, well, that's the future of America if things continue.
If Bernie gets elected, that's definitely
Oh,
the
we're
future.
toast. Even if he gets the nominee, I
Like
doubt it
Bernie
though.
Sanders.
He's not
No,
gonna get
America, did you see that
nominated.
picture I just sent? My front camera, my front camera on
Yeah,
my phone
Hillary's a
sucks.
freaking criminal.
Wait, what'd you say?
I sent the
call-
picture, America.
I call
Look in the
I
chat.
you Bernie Sanders.
Oh, okay. Do you know Bernie Sanders had like this gay thing he wrote?
Oh yeah, it was like some fetish, some crap.
Yeah, yeah. I was acting a bit autistic here, guys. I
Is Bernie Sanders fetish for young boys?
Oh.
got a call from Nero.
Oh, ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it.
I is in an alt-right hangout, Nero.
Tell him go away. He's a cuck.
I is in. Oh.
Wow, yeah. You saw that picture though, right, America? I sent you. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
what do you think of it? Pretty good.
Nero's just was it?
A hero nowhere, man. How do you think we should handle the trannies?
You know, I'm going to be honest. I think, you know, I guess the militant ones, we should shun them, and I don't know. But as for the ones who maybe don't cause that much trouble, just say, get out of our face and don't push it on us. But somebody will have to handle that if
Delta have a good idea.
Hard to say, really. What was Delta's idea?
That was my idea. I'll tell the idea. Basically, what it is this is just people who haven't transitioned yet. These are basically the people who are like they have the disorder, they have the mental disorder and everything. You essentially give them the hormones that belong to the sex they are, that they were born with. So if they're a male,
exactly.
You basically give them help.
Well, I'll tell you the truth regarding the transgenders. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I think the best way to handle them is just say, you know, don't fuck with us, we won't fuck with you. But, you know, I would say when it comes to like gays, bisexuals, or lesbians, if they keep it in the closet, I don't have any problem with them. But the trannies definitely seem to be a couple of steps worse because
it gets worse.
It insults both men and women in the sense of the only way you can be a man or a woman is you have to be born one, because a lot of these tranny men insult our mothers. I mean, think about it. I mean, they can't have kids. They're really still men who just cut their penises off and just take some fucking hormones, for example.
They cut
exactly. Plus,
yeah.
Here's a reason why it's a bad idea to like give them also sex change operations. It's because many times transgenders, we already know this, transgenders kill themselves due to the fact that they're confused about their identity. If you give them the sex change operation, it gets worse because many of them end up regretting that decision later on.
I agree with you.
That's why they should be getting help, because it's essentially the same as a guy walking into the doctor and asking him, "Hey, can you cut off my legs because my brain tells me I shouldn't have them?" The doctor's not going to be like, "Yes, I'll do it for you." Or if a heroin addict walked into the doctor and said, I have these bugs under my skin," the doctor's not going to say, "Oh, yes, sure, let me cut these imaginary bugs out of your skin."
Just give them the razor.
Right. You know,
don't give it to them at all.
I don't remember the name of the story, but many years ago I heard about it. I think it was, God, was it on Montel, that Montel Williams or I forget who it was on. But there was one tranny or I guess she that I did feel sorry for. I don't remember the story though, but it had to do with the circumcision, where there was this boy who was born and he got a circumcision, right? And the doctor was an asshole and decided to cut, because the circumcision got infected, cut his penis off, and he decided with the family they would turn him into a girl.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, yeah, that's messed up.
Was raised as a girl, and you know, I don't know what happened, but I think he changed back into a man and was confused, and I think he went with both men and women and committed suicide, and that was one of the few trannies or whatever that I felt sorry for, because imagine what the hell he went through, if you know what I mean. I don't remember the name of the story though, but
yeah, like he wasn't taught to be confused. Rather, some asshole made him that way.
Yeah, that story was different though. It just came to mind. I remember many years ago I listened to that story and I said, "Geez, I wouldn't want to be this." I don't know if you want to call him a guy or a girl, but I wouldn't want to be this person. You know what I mean? That would be a horrible fate.
He was a guy whose life was ruined by, some sick doctor, I guess.
Who made him into a girl, and I think he changed back into a guy, but I think I heard recently he committed suicide. But I'm very dry. I don't remember the name of the story, but you might type it in, guy, birth changed to a girl. It might pop up.
Yeah.
Disturbing shit, though.
Yeah, it's horrible.
But that guy's doesn't count. I mean, I would say he was a guy who was just tormented by a liberal doctor's decision.
Then we got idiots saying we need to let them transition because that's the only way we're going to deal with it. Oh, entertain mental illness?
They want little kids to do the same, but what if the little kid says, oh, daddy or mommy who's liberal, I want to be a girl. They cut his penis off and everything, and then he's a teenager and likes girls and wants to be a boy. That's how much this will fuck kids up. This is why I would say this transgender shit is far worse than being gay or lesbian. I mean, I don't care about gays or lesbians. They can do what they want as long as they don't have their parades. But when it comes to the transgender, that's more serious, in my opinion.
Yeah, because it actually affects minds and stuff, man.
Because let's just say there's this 15, 16-year-old boy who had his genitals cut off as a child because he had liberal Marxist parents, and now he likes women. You know, that's going to cause a whole lot of problems, or this could apply to women to become men. So this stuff should be stopped at all costs.
Hey, America, do not send the link in that chat.
Oh, I won't. Was there somebody else on there?
Degenerates.
Yeah, it's a group of people, but we won't mention them. But anyway,
Right.
Send it to Nationalist Hangout.
Is Alfred online?
We posted a picture.
Yeah, let me find Alfred. Is there a way I can send to Alfred personally?
No, but you can send it on Nationalist Hangouts. I mean, no one else is there but us.
And Alfred.
Yeah.
Trying to get more nationalists there, though.
Let me send it.
Yeah.
Let me send it.
I think though America doesn't know about, was it Black Hitler?
Black Hitler?
Oh yeah,
that guy. Oh, he hasn't. I forgot what his name is.
Or something retarded. Some didn't do nothing. Gives me reparations because you whitey and you took everything from us. Shit.
Yeah,
the thing about the blacks is they never asked the Arabs or the Jews for reparations or their own people. If you look at the Arab slave trade or the Muslim slave trade, the Islamic slave trade killed far more blacks than the white slave trade.
Oh, yeah. They actually castrated the black men.
Yeah, but they don't ever ask those fucking Arabs for any reparations or what about, like, even Malcolm X admitted that there was Jewish involvement, but no, they don't ever ask them for reparations.
Yeah. Christian. Speaking of the Jewish slave, I also heard that that guy that Moraro dude that didn't do nothing. He said something about how Jews and whites both owe blacks reparations, but he doesn't ask the Arabs.
Yeah, why is that?
Evil Israelis, but then evil whitey and Israelis, and it's like, wow. But
no, you guys know what I'm gonna do? This is giving me an idea. I'm probably gonna make a bunch of fake black accounts asking the Arabs for reparations.
I'm gonna
call it "You Gone Ragheads Put Our People in Slavery."
Yep,
man.
Yeah. I mean the thing is also, like, in Hollywood and shit, you always like find them. Like, they're always putting, like, evil whitey having black slaves, but they never put, like, any other involvement, because every